Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. In the previous episode, we continued on with our prison and managed to get a wall all the way around the outside, bit more flooring, expansion down the bottom here, and we did a rewire. In this episode, and probably future ones, I want at minimum anyway to get this solitary confinement done for the low risk and get the very first high risk cell block here done, and then obviously we need to expand them on to the left hand side as we progress on. Let's go over straight away without any sort of delay to more foundation options, and we're going to place this foundation in here and then over to doors. That looks to be about right. Is that 15? I think it is 15, yeah, so there should be a middle which will be 7 off the side, either side. That is good, which means we can go to doors, jail door grey, and then we place that one there. We do have solitary confinement already in the facility. It's actually in this area here, but this is, as you can see, just a standard anyone can go there type of solitary, whereas this one is going to be low risk only and the one up here will be high risk, although we may have this one as high and medium simply because of the amount of prisoners I'm guessing that will be here, perhaps going to solitary confinement. Speaking of the prisoners up here, obviously this is our main area here for the cells, but I don't know whether or not we want to have really small cells, so like that for example, and we have it just a 2x2 with a bed and a toilet, or if we want to have, say, a dormitory area where we have like a I don't know, if we have the middle, that's, hang on, where is it's 14, so there is a middle which will be that, I think, so 4 on that side and 4 on that side. We could have a couple of dormitories either side. Let's have a quick look at the rooms here, and we can see dormitory, minimum size of 2x3, surrounded by walls and doors, indoors, bed, bunk bed, mattress, etc. Whereas cells, it does say bed or comfy bed, old bed, toilet, so yes, you can't use the bunk beds you can't use the bunk beds in the standard cells. So we either, that's gone very, very dark, there we go. We either build, as I said, the smaller cells, so something along those lines. Let's just see what that would look like. I'm guessing because of the size here, we won't be able to have, yeah, we can't have all these cells back there. So maybe at the back we do perhaps something like that. So we have 2 cells at the back on either side, which are the standard 2x3, followed by these other ones which are 2x2. We could do something like that. That is an option, and because of the size, obviously it'll be very, very downgraded. But there's also a lot of space wastage, like in the center here. You can see we've got like a distance of 6 across there, and there's nothing we can really put in the middle. Technically, yes, we could do something like that and have cells there, but it's very, very cramped, and I really don't like that. That is a potential one for tunnel. Let me go to search in the minimum sec. Actually, min and low, because it's probably from that toilet if it's legit. And yes, it is legit. We found our first tunnel. On from here anyway. So there we go. There's the tunnel. I'm going to keep searching the rest of it because it's not going to take long. Let's go over to foundations, remove tunnels, get that sorted, and prioritise the work of that one there. So, Prisoner Russell, you have been tunnelling. Matt Russell, prisoner number 1125912. Sentenced to 14 years for manslaughter, but not tunnelling apparently, but they are deadly. Deadly at tunnelling, but not deadly at hiding it. But the fact that they managed to get that far is a little bit concerning. Anyway, as I said, up here, we were looking at the size of these cells, potential size of these cells. I am leaning towards dormitories. Not very large dormitories, certainly not, but it would be a corridor as, you know, laid out like that. And the minimum size from a dormitory is 2x3. Variable size room for housing multiple prisoners. The bigger the dormitory, the more prisoners it can house. Well, if I make it a 4x4... would that function? And then slightly bigger down the bottom, like that. That is possible. I don't mind having some of these graded. Now, obviously these ones here, we can see... hang on. Room quality. We can see these are grade 14 out of 15. So not maxed out, but getting close. These are 11, these are 4. So these ones here we want like grade 1 or 2. So we'll have to alter that. But I don't mind the ones at the back having a grade of, say, 2. Because when they do move, they may not be entitled to a certain size of cell there, so they may not have anywhere to go, so we have to think about that one. Anyway, that's now sorted. Let's go over to our walls here. And this is where we have our solitary. Now, it would be best to potentially have actual like cells there, and then cap that off and then have an entrance there and say there. That might be a better option, but this is after all our low risk solitary, which I don't particularly need a large area for. But I'm going to have it probably that size, and at the back maybe security room. That would work out, because we haven't got a security room for, well, for anyone actually. It's one of the sort of gaps in the facility, sadly. So do I want to have it like that, or do we want to have slightly better solitary down the bottom? I think that's probably better, but again, there's no real point in something like that. We're going to miss out on 2 cells, but we'll have a security room down there because we can, mainly. That's, I think, the only real reason, if we're honest with each other. Okay, we'll try something like that. So, okay, minsec walls, and we'll have the walls. Do I want to build one and then clone it? It is an option. I don't know if it's the right option, but it is the option I am going to go with. So let's just crack on with this one. So obviously these are using the blue walls for this one, and that is because this is destined for the low risk prisoners. And there we go. And obviously I'll place a door on the back there. That will be a standard grey jail door, and then these will all be standard solitary door. Now these ones, what type of doors I've got there? I've got solitary doors on them, so these ones will have solitary doors on too, but we could use the secure door, but no, I think we'll just use the standard solitary door. So let's just speed up to max speed, allow them to crack on and build this. We're not going to have any particular one's calling. We're not going to have any particular automatic door openers or anything. The prisoners are apparently unhappy with how little free time they have to do in their daily schedule. Okay, the guards have been hearing whispers that if things don't change soon, the prisoners are going to start causing some damage. So let's have a quick look at that. It says increase free time to at least 6 hours a day. Now this is a problem because, check out our regime. We have work free time and work lockup, so I'll have to alter this, and it's either that or we don't. We just say, right, well, let's accept the fact that the prison's going to kick off and deal with it, and that's what I'm going to attempt at the moment. I do say attempt. I don't know if it will work, but we will see. Anyway, back to max speed once again, over to our solitary area. You can see that they are cracking on to build all of this, and they are managing to do a stellar job, apart from, for some reason, this section of wall. There we go. That goes across there, and that is now solitary. It is all legit. Let's go over to our utilities and electrical cable, which will run down to there. And we also have what else? That they're done, that's fine. Lighting perhaps. So we need to put in more things in the solitary. This one obviously is going to be set to a minsec only. All of these are minsec only, like so. And this one I will set up to be midsec only, like that. That is fine. These ones don't have solitary, so actually, do I want to change that? I will have that as shared, actually, because technically these guys can go to solitary, so yeah. Anyway, that's all set up, and we just need now to place in some stuff in here. So we've got old beds, things like that. I am going to place a bed in each one of these solitary cells, like so. It's going to be slightly better than the ones we see in here. So even the solitary in this place is better than some of the cells that we're going to have inside the facility. Now you may notice there as well, we have the option now for the cargo scanner machine and the scanner monitor, because this is now running the island-bound DLC and the rock update, so we can have helipads and things like that. We're not going to overhaul this to work like that, although a checkpoint would be quite a nice touch. Checkpoint, where would you put a checkpoint, really? I mean, nowhere in particular, but yeah, we got some stuff in there. I did a video previously, scheduled to come out actually before this one, which you may have watched, but yeah, either way, that's yeah, that goes through some of the changes and additions and that sort of thing. Anyway, removing that section because we don't need it. We'll max speed this out. And I do want some CCTV in here, so let me place a CCTV camera. Actually, do I want CCTV in here, or do I want patrols? I think I'm just going to have patrols. So I have a blue patrol, which patrols along like so. We'll assign a guard to that. Job done. We don't have a metal detector. I don't think one is strictly necessary. In terms of the flooring, I will go with our standard flooring, so it'll be concrete tiles down to there, and then this at the back here, because it is for staff members, I think we'll have it set up like so, and then we'll have in each of these carpet blue, and is there anything else I want to place inside here? A sink and mirror might be a good idea, but no, this is solitary after all, so I don't want to really grade it. Not that it can be graded, I don't think. No, these can't be graded. So that is just the minimum, really. So even their solitary is better than a lot of other things. Do I want to place in storage our new scanner? Do I want to place our new scanner? High powered. That's the problem, it's high powered and we're already running close to the limit. No, I think we'll leave it for now. That may change in the future. But that's now in. Let's go over to our, where is it? Transfers. 6 prisoners are motivated to qualify and 1 is ready to approve, which I will approve, so that's fine. And these are wanting to do that, so that's fine. We'll also go to intake. I want to say fill capacity medsec, like so, because obviously we've got a lot of medium sec that we haven't got there. And there's also a tunnel. There's another tunnel that we've just found out of the blue there. It's just sleep time. I'm going to do a shakedown, all places. At the moment, obviously we haven't altered the regime to give them more free time, which is a thing. Let me focus on building that, and finally focus on perhaps putting the flooring back in there. And is it done there? It already is there. So searching 868 places, we will find that a lot of this contraband has been, looks to be smuggled in. Did that say thrown? It does say thrown. I didn't think they could get it over the wall. Yep, it is thrown in. Wow. Ah, so it can be thrown in. It's 14 and it's been thrown in. Is that because this wasn't staff only at one point? Or whether it's because the distance isn't correct. But that's concerning. These are all in the last 24 hours. So if I select that one. Thrown to there. Oh, it'll be flinging it from here. Not from this side, it'll be flinging it from here. Okay, that's fine. Let's, yeah, let's break that up. We'll break this up as well. Yeah, that's why it's all on that right-hand side. If we double-check that, that should hopefully be right. So that was thrown in that side. That was traded, smuggled in there. Anything that was thrown, it'll be around here or around here. Yeah. Okay, fine. Check that. Okay, that's fine. So we'll put those in. Obviously, we do need to then connect these up. The chief is calling. One of these spiritual leaders we bring in for our religious programs has been riling up the inmates with all kinds of hateful speech. They've been fired, but the prison will take some time to cool down, so our danger level will be slowly sneaking up. So we have to be a little bit concerned about that one. Let's go over 2 doors here and to just a standard door at the moment. It doesn't really matter. As long as it's got a door on and they have access to it, that is fine. They're still not finished the shakedown, but I'm going to say stop all sectors. There's no reason to continue on with that. Now that that is all but finished, we can check our deployment, staff only, and no, they've actually left a tiny section. What? What? Why is that? I can't set that to staff only. Is it because of that door? Nope, just because I have to remove the selection then come back from it. And that one, I can't set at all. Why is that? It's all built. Could be the type of door, but it's unlikely. That can be set as staff only. And so can that now. Don't know. Don't know. Don't care. Actually, I do. I do care, but there's nothing I can actually do about it. Anyway, we can see a guy patrolling around here. That is not enclosed because I haven't put the extra door in. Let me go and sort that out now. Doors. A solitary door. That can go in there. This one is a security room that I'll build. Might as well build it now. Okay, security. Clicky, clicky, draggy, draggy. Job done. We also need an office desk, which I'm going to place a couple of office desks in like so. And chairs that will go... Actually, I much prefer the office chair like that. And then a couple of filing cabinets will just go on either side like that. And we can have chairs there. A couple of chairs behind. Like that. Okay, job done. So that's now sorted. We need to look at then this area. So this is our high risk cell block. So let's go to wall max sec and we will start to build this one. So that is now in. We need to go for walls and doors, and then it is a large red jail door. And obviously these will not have any access to a lot of the other facilities that the rest of the people have. We have this area over here where we have our... stuff that potentially people can fling in contraband. I don't know whether it's worth it, whether we build it. Like, the original idea was, a suggestion from the comments was that we have obviously the closed off area so people can't fling in contraband. But we have this section here with metal detectors and people patrolling, so that anyone who comes in here, we know that's the only place they're going. The only reason they're going there is to get that contraband. The problem with that is that we find the contraband, and then we punish them, and that's it. That's the only, I wouldn't even say benefit that it has, that's the only thing that we'll see. Whereas if we just don't have it like so, it means that basically there'll be no contraband thrown in. I'm tempted to build it and then just change it to staff only if it doesn't work, but I'm not too sure. Do we want to do that? Yeah, go on, we might as well do that. So this will come along like so. These sections in here. We want to have a door, which will be just a staff door, I think, on either side like that. And do I want a staff door or do I want to... Oh, actually no, maybe dismantle that. Maybe a jail door is better. Where is it? Walls and doors. Standard jail door. Actually, might use a large jail door because we have access to it. We've got the money. So we've got them in stock. We've just also received some more prisoners. So let's have a quick look at the people. Oh, going to informants, and there's nobody there. Yeah, we got. Oh, say nobody there. There is, but there's no traits there for those prisoners. Although that is just one of them, so we would have had ones previous to that. It's very weird having, you can see, deadly, volatile, low risk prisoners because they've almost certainly been moved down. Can we actually check? Does it say it's dead? They're deadly there. Pharmacological treatment. I'll start again. Pharmacological treatment to drug addiction, success. Workshop safety nudging, success. There's been some suppressed and other things there, but it doesn't actually say. And grading doesn't say. Okay. 31 days in the prison. Almost certainly you've moved down, because I don't think you get a deadly prisoner set with low risk. Anyway, so that's fine. So we've got this built, we've got this put in. Let me go ahead and I want to just put in the flooring, grass, just put the grass back in there like so. We want to have our metal detectors in like so, 1, 2. We also want staff. We want a couple more dog handlers to then get patrol, magenta, because that's generally the outside one. And we're going to basically patrol them like that. Actually, I guess we'll have it like that. Yeah, that's fine. Assign a dog handler to that patrol. They'll immediately walk off. Brilliant. And this means that now we can go over to our deployment. This is set to staff only, but this one is not. So any prisoner can now go here. Already connected up the wire for the door servo. Just it's happenstance that it's next to the metal detectors it's now in. These are going to need door servos. I can immediately tell that that is going to cause a problem. So door servo, connect it up like so. And let's see if anyone decides to come here. What I actually prefer is... Do I want concrete tiles around here? No, that's fine. So it'll take some time for people to throw stuff in here. Because this is set to anyone can access it, it's open access. People might come in here to, like say, get that contraband. It's a test. It's nothing but a test, really. Door control system. Those are now in. That should have also been in. I think it actually was. And that's about right. That one doesn't have an automatic door opener. Do I want that jail door to have an automatic door opener? We've got a patrol and some insecurity. We don't need it. We don't need it. Okay. So we still have give prisoners more free time. Haven't done that, and not yet experienced any problems with that. And there's been some discussion regarding the metal detector or the lack of one here. We've already got one there, so I don't think we need it there. But because of the power situation, I don't think we're gonna put one in. But what we are gonna do is design this. Is that taser going off? Extremely volatile. Felix, hold away. Yeah. So, let me check this one out. Walls and doors. Max wall. How do I want to put the toilet will probably go there. So the entrance wants to go about there. I'll actually design this one too. Like that. And, oh hang on, no, that's wrong. Like that. Alright, doors. Jail door. Like that. And then we'll set that as dormitory. And that's dormitory. And also max sec. I don't want that to be altered later on. We will also open that door. So, how many prisoners can go in there? Does it tell me? Logistics. Room quality. Tells me the quality. So it's currently grade 0. I don't think you can get grade nothing or minus grades. It's currently on -1. That's the only thing that's been triggered from that. So I'm guessing it just hits grade 0. So I was going to put in the really horrible like walls here, derelict and stuff, but I much prefer this look. Anyway, we'll go for objects, bunk bed in the middle, followed by a toilet. There. We'll do that. And that should be fine. I'm hoping that that has, once it's connected, maximum capacity 2. So there's 2 that can go in there. And I don't know whether that's because of the bunk bed or where I can get more in. This is a test, another bunk bed. There's more prisoner intake. How many low risk do we have? 26 and we have 50 capacity. Should probably sort that out. 26, so we can bring in 24. Let's bring in number per day 20. Okay. So that's in. And it does say maximum capacity 4 now for that. So actually then, if I dismantle that and dismantle that, and put them side by side, it'll be much better. I don't really want any more than that, because that's already going to mean that the capacity for this prison is going to be heavily, heavily tipped towards high risk. Because, I mean, we're going to have 40 in that alone. Really? No. No. Nope. Too many. We can't support that amount of prisoners. Assume we're cloning across there. So I can't do that. We'll just have to have it as that sort of size. That's okay though, I don't mind. Max sec grading is currently -5. Okay. Not a particular good one there. Food distribution. Let's see. That one is set to that one. Okay, so we need to alter that deployment. There we go. So this is custom security sector, medium and max sec. That one. That's fine. Okay. We also don't have a shower, do I, for these? So what can I do about that? I could put a shower on the back, couldn't I? Get rid of this dormitory here that's slightly bigger. Okay, that makes sense to me. So, close that off. We will remove the walls. I mean, we could put a shower in each one of the dormitories, couldn't we? Do I want to do that? I don't think I do. I think just a shower at the back here will be fine. Like I say, it's not a case of building the biggest cell block. Just getting enough. So there's the shower in there. Objects. Drain. I'm going to place a drain there. I'm also going to use these like they're a shower room thing. Do I want to put them in the corners? Let's do that. And then the drains over and along the middle. And shower head. Like that. And then that. And if we want, we can put them on the top and bottom as well. Which, you know what, I might as well. Might as well. And there we are. Electrical cable can also run down there, like so. Not putting any metal detectors in, no need. We've got them in there. And we've got them in there. Oh, do we want to put them in then? Yeah, go on. Yeah, I think that would help out. That's going to massively increase the power load on that one though. We'll speed that to max speed. So this is set up, and there is someone in here. Stunty. Recent misconduct found drugs. Let's have a quick look at our last 24 hours of stuff. That was thrown in and found. That was thrown in and found. And you can see all the stuff around this side completely stopped with the addition of this wall. That's completely stopped the supply of stuff being thrown in there. This one obviously hasn't. This one will continue. Why is that not connected up? Oh, because I haven't actually connected up correctly. I think also lights. Put a floodlight in either side. So it's, you know, this is where the contraband gets brought in. Okay, so shower's getting built. Dormitory says no canteens accessible. That's not true. It's accessible here. Let's have a quick look at that then. Logistics, food distribution. I think it's because we don't have any prisoners in here. I think that'll fix itself once we've got the rest of it, but we'll have to see. Over to then flooring. We have carpet red, which I would very much like to put a carpet in, but doesn't feel right for this building. Instead, what I'll do is have... Oh, there's a fight over here, apparently. Who have we got? Oh, it's all the way again. Yep. Yeah, instead what we'll do then, we'll use grates like that. Concrete tiles can go in there. Concrete tiles up to there. White tiles in the back. There we go. And there is our intake. 3 buses. Take off our intake. And we'll now check ex-law enforcement and snitch. So we'll wait for them to come through and we'll check them out. So there's Snitch. That's not his name. Well, maybe not what his friends call him anyway. Jordan Lovelace Hardy. Prison number 3975235. Snitch. Okay. Protective custody. Good catch. And there's ex-law enforcement. Looks to be Steele. Matt Steele. Prison number 3975848. Ex-law enforcement. Protective custody. Wow, look at that. Fraud, handling stolen good, video game piracy, car theft, shoplifting, counterfeit currency. Ex-law enforcement? I mean, I don't know if that's a accurate and general representation of law enforcement personnel, but there's certainly a reason why they're now ex-law enforcement for sure. Right, so this is now built, so we can go to Quick Build cloning, and it will be cloning the lights, which is a bit of a shame, but we will manage. Do I want to build? No, how do I want to build this? I'll have to do that, will I? Or that? Technically that. Flip it. And there we go. And that is our high risk cell block. Yeah, it is still high risk. Obviously utilities have still not been run. But we'll do that. And that. And those should connect up. That should be about right, I believe. So we have a shower. We have all of this. We have yet to put the walkways in around, so I'm going to order that now. You can see the amount of time it takes for them to go and do all the grass at the top there. There's all of the walkways. Deployment, patrols, blue patrol, like so. And then magenta will go along there, around. Did it go around this one? I didn't know. Thought I didn't. Down here, and then to there. And that would be dog handler on that one. And that one there as well. So, we now have, oh cool, a nice lit up area over here with the floodlights, metal detectors. Let's double check. Last 24 hours of stuff. That was thrown, found, brought in, nicked and found, brought in, nicked and found. Yeah, nicked. All this stuff here, smuggled in. So actually this here, very underused, which is not at all in any way, shape or form a complaint, just an observation. So apparently, oh yeah, I didn't do that one. So we have all of the connections in for the toilets. We have all of the flooring in, and actually that's a very good, that red wall followed by the flooring there. I think that's actually a very nice design. That I'm very happy with that. So we can see then from our MaxSec grading, we are currently at grade 19 of 250, although that is 2 meals a day. We may change that. In fact, we will change that when we get our people in, which I think will be now. Let's go to no minsec, no maxsec. Let's go to fill capacity, maxsec. Next episode, we will receive. Oh, we have just received all of the prisoners. Okay. Ex-law enforcement, strong instigator, who's that? There is our first. Let me finish this shakedown. There's our first intake for high risk. Aston Pritchard, ex-law enforcement, protective custody. And It does say there are no canteens accessible. Let's see if they're escorted to a cell and see if it fixes the problem. Whoa! Straight away we're having fights. What's going on here? Volatile and a death. Snitch. Wow. What on earth has gone on there? We've got a fight down there. And also loads of stuff kicking off up here. And we're all fighting up here as well, look. That's like almost a riot. Extremely volatile. There's no instigators. Oh, extremely quick instigator. Could have been that. It could have been that. So, 25 in lockdown, 16 away in solitary, 11 in medical detention, and 1 dead body. Not the ideal thing you want when people literally just arrive from the bus and, yeah, I hope that is not a sign of things to come. Still no canteens accessible to that. I'm going to guesstimate then that this is not functioning. Can we set it up? No. No, we cannot set it up. What if I change the deployment of that shed? Also doesn't fix the problem. It's this then. Is it that? Interesting. I'll take a look at that. That's a bit concerning. Okay, not a deal breaker, but we'll see why that is happening. And yeah, next episode then, we will continue on. We want to build at minimum for next episode this solitary confinement. We need solitary confinement in here, and sooner rather than later for these guys. And then obviously we'll crack on with the rest of the building there. Either way, we're going to have a look and see it's oh, that's actually now fixed itself. I wonder if it was then the custom sectors. Let's see if it was that. Oh, well, it just took some time to calculate. Doesn't seem to be. Oh, there's some more fighting again. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Either way, we're leaving it there for this episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think we should change, do, alter, etc. And how did I not notice that? Yeah, I'll probably sort that out as well. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.